Hi, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Too Far Out YouTube channel. My name is Ashley Dawson. It's so good to be here with you. And today I want to talk about manifestation in the way of stop chasing your desires, but do this instead. So we're going to talk about chasing our desires and how that's not the right way to go about things and what we can do instead. Okay, so stay tuned and you'll learn that in this video. Okay, so everybody has desires. Everybody has wishes that they want fulfilled in this lifetime, whether it be money or a relationship or a cool job or nice house or lawn care business to take care of their lawn or whatever the case is. We all have desires. We all have wants that we need, right? Okay, so a lot of people, I've noticed, like to chase their desires, aka going to work for somebody else where they get paid a set amount, or they like to, when they're in the position of wanting a relationship, they'll be like, oh man, I need a new man, or oh man, I need a new woman, like this is hard, where do you find those? And they like, oh, everywhere I go there's no one to be found and all this stuff. But like, there's guys and there's people everywhere, you know what I mean? So is it really the other person or is it you? You get what I'm saying? So this is what we're talking about today, chasing our desires. Chasing our desires just looks like going after what you want, as in like playing a game of cat and mouse. Whereas you think that you're the bigger person, you got this big ego. I gotta go chase this mouse. I gotta make it my bitch. I gotta be in control of the situation. I gotta take control of my reality. I can't let anybody do it for me because nobody else is just gonna give me money. Don't you know money doesn't grow on trees? You get it? That kind of mentality, that kind of that energy. It's okay. That's how I was raised too. That's the way that I thought for a very long time. That I had to go get a job, I had to go chase money. In fact, I still do it sometimes when I need like a quick buck. But what we're talking about is what we can do instead of chasing, okay? So what's the opposite of chasing? What is the opposite of going to get? It's bringing it to you, right? Like a delivery system. Yeah, now you're thinking like a pizza guy. Yeah. Okay, nice. Good thinking. So, instead of going to chase our desires, we can attract them to us. So, what this looks like is you get to sit on your butt and create a project on the computer that sells, and then now you got money coming in because you created a PDF or some kind of file that you keep the main copy and you just sell copies of it. You get what I'm saying? You didn't really do anything, but you get to sit at home and create an income online, and you created your own career, basically, right? And so that is what attracting looks like. It also looks like music artists. It looks like the people that sit up in the music booth and they just use their imagination to brainstorm lyrics all day that put them out to their fans who just love them. They want nothing more than to just listen to their music, right? It's amazing. Attracting your desires rather than chasing them. It's a beautiful way to do it because it takes up a lot less energy, a lot less, action, and not that we're being lazy, but we could use that time for other things, like in the field of action, instead of doing manual labor, right? And some organized profession or whatever, where you're working at a warehouse or a factory or something, and you're doing manual labor that you have to do the same motion over and over and over for the next 20 years, and it starts to hurt your back a little bit because you've been doing that same motion for 20 years. Instead of doing that, you could attract your money and then go to the gym, where you get to do a wide range of physical activities, and you're making yourself feel better, and you're attracting your cash. Cash, this is going to be another topic eventually, but cash or money, your bucks, that's just energy. It's all just energy. And basically, the way that that works is the amount of energy that you put into something that is going to generate you money. So it's basically a give and take. How much energy do you put into this thing? And have you created a system that you can put energy into that's going to generate you money back? You get what I'm saying? So at a certain level, you still have to give energy to whatever the thing is in order to get it back. But there's a way to culminate it to where you don't need to put so much energy into it. It doesn't have to be hard manual labor, or if you work in an office typing on the computer all day, like doing spreadsheets for other people or whatever else, you know. I'm not trying to sell you this market, not yet, but I am trying to explain the difference between chasing and attracting, and why attracting is a more secure and a more less tiring but more rewarding. It definitely can be more rewarding way of fulfilling your goals or reaching your desires, the things that you're chasing in life, right? Or the things that you want in life, rather, because we don't have to chase it. So how do we actually do this? I know I explained the way in money, and that's a great example, but another example could be, just say that you're interested in a relationship or something, all right? But there's no like other person for you to actually be in a relationship with. So you've been chasing women or you've been chasing men, right? Instead, you want to learn how to attract a woman or a man, okay? So in this case scenario, what you could do is use your imagination, which I talked about in my last video, to create a scenario in your mind where you had actually met this person, right? You guys hit it off, you had a great time, they're compatible with you. As you feel that feeling of enjoyment or excitement, remember that you're creating that feeling. All of that is within inside of you. That story that you just played happened inside of your mind. It's within inside of you. So when you open your eyes and you don't see that person again, don't get upset, because that just happened inside of you. You already fell in love with a person. It's true. Because think about this. If you're walking around all glum, thinking about, oh, I don't have a person, the mind or the statement that you're saying to yourself, the story that you're saying to yourself is, I don't have the person. I'm upset, right? So you're going to be upset and you're going to be playing out realities where you don't have the person. But instead, when you're happy that you have the person, you're opening up your reality. You're opening up your heart in the sense that there's a person there, and then a person, it will attract a person. Do you get what I'm saying? Okay? And you might have, this is the way that I think about it personally, but I always like, if I'm thinking about trying to attract people or a certain person that's going to fill this role or whatever, I will consider the divine masculine and divine feminine roles as people. I would consider myself to be a divine feminine natured person. And this is because for me, it takes more effort to go into a masculine role than it does to just stay in my feminine energy. This is because of the way I was raised. And then I have all these Libra signs in me and water signs that just kind of like, it's just kind of my energy. So anyway, we will consider divine feminine and divine masculine roles. Most of the time, divine masculine will actually go after the divine feminine. So in this situation, you will envision or imagine a imaginal act or a scene where you are actually approaching a divine feminine person, whether it be man or woman, and engaging in with conversation with them and like hitting it off or whatever. Like you guys enjoyed each other's company and you guys are going to continue to engage in conversation going further in life, right? So, or if you're a divine feminine person, you could imagine an imaginal scene or imaginal act in your imagination where a divine masculine person is approaching you and suggesting you guys like continue talking or go on a date or something like that, and you say yes because this is your type and you guys were compatible. You imagine that, and then you integrate that scene into your body and say like, yes, I accept this. This is what happened. This is true to me, right? And so, but what I'm trying to explain here is the divine feminine and divine masculine energies. And although like if you are interested, if you're a man interested in women, you can think about women, and if you're a woman interested in a man, you can think about a guy. I'm just like, in my mind, if I'm considering talking to a specific person, I just like approach the type of energy that I'm trying to think about. I don't necessarily like give it a face and a shape or everything like that, like, if that makes sense. But you can definitely do that. And in fact, I really encourage you to do that. Be as imaginal as you can. Give it as much detail as you can. The more detail you give them in your imaginal act, that's as much detail as this person will have in real life. So you can really create it to as much depth as you want. Okay? So that's how you do that. It's really easy once you get it. But that's why I'm here, is to help you get it. So instead of chasing our desires, we want to attract our desires. And this frees us time, it frees us energy, and it makes things more comfortable. It makes it more free, right? Because you can attract multiple things at once, but you can only chase things one at a time. So I hope that this helped. This video was made for you. So if you enjoyed it, go ahead and give it a thumbs up or hit my subscribe button on there, and we'll catch you in the next video. Peace and love.